friends, we are back. I'm standing here with Bishop Skirvin, and my name is James, and he serves as our district bishop in Michigan, and I serve as your district youth director for the Pentecostal Church of God here in Michigan. We're excited to come to you today, and I know that over these last several days we have been through what some would call a great loss, what some would call a depressing act of what's kind of come against us. Bishop, could you speak to that loss and what that actually means to us as we process this?
Yeah, a lot of times, we're already knowing people's finances are affected. People are already laid off from jobs. The restaurant workers, I don't know how many people have lost those positions. School employees, I understand that at least maybe you're going to keep your pay until you start again. So I hope that's true. But I'm concerned about what it's going to do to the churches. Please support your church. Please continue to support your church, even if your church can't meet regularly, because the bills still come and your pastor still needs to have you stand behind it. But I'm concerned about how it will affect the church finances as well. So it could trickle down and affect all of us. I think I'm reminded of a story. Can I share it real quick?
Share it.
It's a story out of 2 Kings chapter 4, and I've got chapter 4. I'm sorry, I guess I can turn there, but where Elisha was having a school, and he had a woman there that her husband was part of the school of the prophets, but he passed away. I just want to read it. It says, "Now there cried a woman of the wives of the sons of the prophet unto Elisha, saying, Your servant, my husband, is dead. And you knew that your servant did fear the Lord. And the creditor has come to take him to my 2 sons to be bondmen." Basically, she was putting it out there. I've lost this, I've lost that, have no Social Security, I've got no pension, I've got no husband now to support me, and my only hope is my sons, and they're gone. The creditors come, and I still owe the bills. What am I going to do? Well, Elisha was an itinerant prophet, but he didn't have money with him, and it just seemed like he looked at her with compassion. He says, "Woman, what do you want me to do for you?" But the moment he said that, when I read that story, I just picture the Spirit of God landing on him like in the Old Testament it did. And the word of the Lord rose up out of him. And he asked the woman a question that might be a good question for us to ask. What have you got? All right, you lost this and this and this, but what have you got? And when he began to focus on that, he says, "What have you got?" And she said, "Nothing." "Well, I don't have nothing. All I have is." And then she said, "A pot of oil." And the Spirit of the Lord rose up on Elisha. And he said, "Take it and do this with it." And today, I'm just wondering, we could look at our numbers, say, man, we're losing our congregation because we can't meet. We're losing our finances because we can't take offerings. I don't know, we could look at that. And people could say, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. But the question is, what have you got? Because you've got something. And if we'll take that something and trust the Lord with it, and he'll multiply it, and he'll meet a need through that, I just believe there's going to be miracles as a result of this that we're going to be hearing about. Amen. Because God hasn't abandoned us.
Yes.
And I just think sometimes we just got to look for those things that we still have and let God make a miracle out of it. So today I'm hoping that you'll look at what you have instead of what you don't have. And let's start saying, God, you can use whatever I've got.
Bishop, our loss sometimes it's grieving to us. It's difficult to walk through. I think when we give that loss to the Lord, he in returns shows us what we have. We use it to multiply the kingdom. And that would be our heart and our encouragement to you all today. Until next time, my friends.